My father served in the army during the war.
Yes. That's what he told you?
Yes, that's what he told me. What? Herman, what? What are you talking about? You're talking about my father. You're saying my father? What are you saying? Tell me what you're saying. Tell me what you're saying.
Your father was an SS doctor, did you know that?
Give us 2 minutes. We'll answer one question. Should you see it?
Hi Ottawa, my name is Beddows and I am the director of East of Berlin at the Great Canadian Theatre Company.
Hi Ottawa, I'm Boutin and I'm playing the role of Sarah.
I'm Pierre-Antoine Lafon Simard and I'm playing Herman.
And I'm Simon Bradshaw and I'm playing Rudy. And we're all performing in East of Berlin.
East of Berlin is the story of Rudy, and it's a memory play. So Rudy is at a very important moment in his life where he feels the need to go back in time to try and understand how he got to this pivotal moment.
He grows up in Paraguay, and his father was a National Socialist during the war. He was on the losing side of the war. But what he doesn't know about his father is a somewhat horrific past, that his father actually conducted experiments in the camps.
He has a very keen sense of morality, and this sort of destroys his rapport with his father. He feels the need to punish his father, but more importantly, he feels guilt for the rest of his life about what his father did.
It's about how Rudy tries to come to terms with this, and how he can or cannot relate with the world himself. Even though he himself never perpetrated any of these crimes, how can he cleanse himself of the sins of his own father? What about the baby?
Oh, the baby. Oh no, the baby. Oh God, what about the baby?
Sarah, sit down. Is there something I can do to convince you to sit down? Sarah, please, listen, I love you.
Oh, you love me and the baby, and please sit down.
It's interesting in a generational context, in a sense that youth today are not as touched, perhaps, by the repercussions of World War II, but how all of a sudden it's presented through the eyes of youth, of soldiers.
I think East of Berlin reminds us that there were families on the German side that were just as destroyed as some others who were victims of the Nazis. And it's a hard thing because we like to see the world in a very good and bad guy sort of way, but in fact it's not always that clear.
It's a good way, whether you're familiar or not with the subject of the Holocaust, to get a sense of the many repercussions and not only the direct ones that we more often see.
It's going to be a play that could change the way you see history and discover how history is in fact not something in the past but something that's here today.
Yeah, so come see East of Berlin. The more people, the better. The more people we can make squirm in their seats, the better.
It's a play with a heavy topic and a lot of inappropriate jokes.
And they're very inappropriate.
Very.
And it's running at the Great Canadian Theatre Company at the Irving Greenberg Theatres from March 22nd to April 8th.